I think we're already there.
Alright. We're back from seeing the Tinfoil Comedy Hour. Sam Tripoli, Eddie Bravo. I can't believe we saw him. This is like...
It was a viewing experience, and I enjoyed it.
There was a lot of dick jokes and...
Eddie Bravo guy and his dick jokes. It was the best.
He loves... I guess he is a big old freak.
Yeah, we knew that. Like, he made that point very well. And I'm inspired by him. I'm like, it was in awe of him and inspired by him. And even the other guy was good. The Tripoli guy was good, but Eddie Bravo was the show. I even spilled my beer. Yeah,
I was like, oh no! And as soon as that happened, I looked up there and I was like, oh, but they didn't notice. They weren't really looking like our direction. Like,
nah,
they were like just like it's like they're Stevie Wonder. And they're just.
I feel like I didn't get to interact with them. Like I didn't feel like they noticed or cared if I was into the show. And that's kind of funny. Like it's different at other shows. Like like when we went to the Wu-Tang concert. I'm telling you right now, I made eye contact with RZA, Method Man, Ghostface,
exactly.
and Raekwon, and I felt like they were looking at me.
It's like they remembered us.
Yeah, like they remembered us. Yeah, like we're part of the show, and then they it was kind of cool. Like Raekwon, he pointed at me, like, yeah, I remember me, I was all drunk, and I came up, I was the first guy to talk to him and shit.
Yeah.
And I went ahead of the line, and I was like, this fool went ahead of the line, like, who the fuck's this guy?
Shit, we've met a lot of fucking famous people.
Yeah.
Between all of us. That hasn't,
I met the guitar player from Pantera, the guy that died. He's my personal friend. Or he was.
What?
Yeah, I let him play my bass.
Bruh.
Yeah, and he was, in the videos, he's tall, and, he was a short, skinny white guy. And, it was kind of cool. I couldn't believe it.
Who else was there? Cypress Hill. Where he was?
No, did you meet Spud Webb? Who was Spencer?
I met Spud Webb. I got a picture of him. Me and Anthony.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, I got a picture with, what's his name?
I'm trying to think about it.
David Mann. You know who that is?
It sounds familiar.
He is the loud black guy from that one show. It's a Tyler Perry show, but it's like a sitcom.
And
He's like real loud. He wears a lot of bright shit. I can't think of his name.
Who did you meet? And he kind of was a dick, and it was a black guy. And so was that you? You met Big Black.
Oh yeah, Big Black. He
didn't want to talk.
I was like, we're going to the Maverick game, and me and Ricky, and I seen him walk. I was like, Big Black, and he turned around. And he was like, don't you be calling my name like you know me.
Oh yeah.
And then he was like, I'm with my little girl. I was like, sorry. I was like, my bad. My bad.
Well, at least you apologized. Shit, he was courteous. He just probably had a bad day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, golly, it's like nobody else was fucking. It's not like he was getting bombarded with nothing.
Yeah, he just had a bad day. And some of them celebrities, they just don't want to be bothered. I'll tell you about. I met the Moose. For any of you people don't know who the Moose is, he was a fullback for the Dallas Cowboys, 3-time Super Bowl champion, and I met him. And me and him are buddies. Well, we're not really buddies, but I went and saw him, and he looked at me, and I made eye contact. He had his neck brace when he got his injury.
What?
And then he was with his wife, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, hope to see you better. You get better, Moose. And we walked by each other, and then he kind of looked back. All right, thanks. And he looked back at me. He's like, all right, man, appreciate that, thanks. And he walked off. And I didn't try to bother him. I didn't want to get an autograph from him.
He remembers that day.
Yeah, and then my mom came up behind me and said, was that the Moose? And I was like, yeah. And it was weird because I seen him from a distance. And he was about my height, but big. Like, I felt kind of little because back then I was skinny still. I was real skinny. And I felt real small compared to him. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen the moves. I was at the Super Bowl. I went to the Super Bowl.
They don't have fullbacks like him no more. Like, there's no such thing as a fullback like the way he plays.
Yeah, who was the last one?
Mike Allstott for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and those are a couple of other guys. Or there's no guys that are running backs and they're just like these big guys that they just run straight forward. You know, like Christian McCoy from the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Or this guy, they call him Ironhead Hayward. And it was a guy, it was a big guy, like 250 or 300 pounds, and you just gave him the ball, and he just ran forward. He didn't do no juke moves, and he just ran over people.
All right now.
Go ahead.
Predictions. Super Bowl. Who's going to win? What's going to be the score?
I want to tell you, let me take a drink of my beer.
We don't know, people. This is live. This is like we're just thinking right now, but mark our words. Let's see if it comes true.
I'm going to predict, and I'm going on my petty bias and emotions, that I want the Chiefs to win 38-10.
Oh, shit. I can see them doing that because what's the name?
I want them to cremate the 49ers. Not because I hate the 49ers. I got nothing against them. It's just they already have too many Super Bowls. And if they win one more, it's going to surpass the Cowboys. And I don't want that happening. I don't know about all you other people. We're Cowboy fans. Just to let y'all know.
Damn right.
And you San Francisco fans want to call in, or you Pittsburgh fans, or Eagle fans, call in. I don't give a fuck. I'll debate y'all all day. I'll debate y'all that we're the best franchise.
We need to have we need to have Anthony on here, and because you know he's got a lot to say about his Eagles.
Yeah. The thing about that guy, that he's old. For those of y'all don't know, he's an old friend that we haven't talked in a while, but we're still friends or whatever. But
I'm still friends with him.
yeah, Donovan McNabb is the greatest quarterback you'll ever know. And don't talk bad about Donovan McNabb. Because he is the 5-time Super Bowl champion leader of the Eagles. And that's how hardcore that guy is. He's from that era. There was a guy on there, and I used to be annoyed with Anthony. Yeah, it was a receiver, and they called him the People's Champ. Man, fuck the People's Champ. It was one of the receivers at that time. He was good. I forgot his name.
He was trying to take the Rock.
He was trying to take Rocky's name, the Rock. And he was called the People's Champ.
All right, let's get back to this. What we experienced today.
What do you think it takes to be a comedian? And it's
personally
too much.
I feel like I heard something a while back from it was off of Howard Stern, and it was what's his name, Travis, the guy on he took Jon Stewart's space off of Trevor Noah. He said that he got advice one time from Dave Chappelle, and what it takes, you can be funny, but you can have all the best punchlines, but if you're not interesting, the people are not going to listen.
Yeah.
So you have to be somewhat of an interesting person that people want to watch you. I mean,
to relate to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to relate to the person. They try to relate to you in a way where they want you to relate back, where you're more like laughing. You're not laughing at them, but you're laughing with them because you relate to their life experience. A lot of comedians that I know, the ones that they're more like themselves, and they relate their life problems, and they make a joke out of their family problems, their life problems, you know, they do all that shit, and I think I admire that. I admire that ability. And now, these commercial messages. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Go back to what I was saying.
So, obviously, Eddie Bravo, he's interesting. You know, he
lived an interesting life.
Yeah, he's got some stories. He's been through some shit.
My dream is to talk to that guy and just talk about all his wild party stories back when he was in his teens, his 20s, his 30s, and today. Well, he's married guy. He settled down finally, right? But that guy looks like the ultimate, like they could have made a movie about that guy's life when he was from high school to today. I bet you, just by that show that he did, he could make an autobiography about himself.
Oh yeah. He's definitely got. He should. Somebody should write. He should do some sort of autobiography. You know.
Yeah. Well, what I know about his comedy, it wasn't scripted. He was just going off like what he felt at that moment. And I admire that. Like that was so extreme.
I was surprised.
It was like a work of art.
I was surprised because I thought he was going to talk about conspiracy.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get onto his conspiracy theories too and get all deep into it, but it was just all his sex jokes and all his exaggerated sexual experiences. But every guy does that. That's in our DNA. But anyway, but I admire his shtick and the other guy too, but he wasn't as good as Eddie Bravo.
No, that guy was funny. The first guy was actually pretty good. I wasn't feeling him at first, and then he started getting into it, and then he had a pretty good little thing. He was like all conspiracies, like fucking Hillary's a baby eater.
Hey, that's funny. I went and talked to that guy. The first one?
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom. Hey, man, good show. Hey, man, I appreciate it. And I was like talking to the other good show, man. Like, I said something, and he gave me a hug.
I want to post those pictures. I wish I could just post them right now.
But,
It
was the first one that he was rapping. Yeah. Well, now my mind, I wasn't focusing. I forgot all about them. It was the first one was as a rapper guy, right? As a notorious white guy or something.
Yeah.
And I think he was good. At first I was kind of like, man, this guy's extreme. But I think he pulled off a real good show. I was engaged. And the other guy, the Latino guy, he was pretty good. But he seemed like a regular guy.
I think
he seemed like a regular guy.
I think, yeah, he's got some jokes. Maybe somehow he got in touch with Sam, but I think Sam's writing the shit. Like they kind of said the same joke by like, oh, there's Mexicans in the back.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, right. Yeah.
I can say the same shit.
Well, I don't think he writes it, but he's just influenced by the other four. He's just
they bought off.
He bought it off of, and it's okay. It's okay you buy it off of me, fool. You know, like, you can buy it off of me. You're just getting your start.
Yeah. No, but I can go up there and talk about sex jokes and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, naturally. Well, like, did you know when you hold your right nutsack that there's something in there, and it kind of makes me woo, like makes me feel good, and you know it's not that bad. And then my wife walked in the room. You know, like some shit like that. You know, or he was like I kind of like that one, like it kind of. How you like it now, baby? Or like shit. That's kind of funny because I've hated when I fuck bitches and I know they're not into me for me, and it's just and they're just saying the same shit over. Oh, you like that? You like that? Like shut the fuck up, like, but he got that I like what he said. Oh yeah, but this thing I hate Mexicans. Ooh. like the way he did it and like he needs to make a sitcom based on that, like that scene. His little sex scenes, like he could have an R-rated sex scene thing and comedy thing, and it should be that.
Yeah, he should have like some cartoons.
Yeah, like some cartoons of his little Eddie Bravo sex capades. And all his little sex stories, exaggerate, like it's all based on truth, but exaggerate all he wants.
But he's loud too. He's got a loud voice in the way he talks.
Yeah. That's the thing about being a comic, in my opinion. You gotta have the whole personality. I'm loud. I'm the center of attention here. Me. You gotta have that. You can't steal my shine out of 20 other guys.
Yeah.
You gotta have that attitude. And
no, that one guy.
It's awkward. It's weird. I can't do that. I'd rather have some other guy be.
You know that guy on Larry David, his friend Roberts.
I think so.
The one with the long hair.
Uh-huh.
They're always like they have a new one where they're arguing each other and he's
Larry David.
He boycotted the Mocha Joe because the coffee was cold. But anyway, that one guy, I could have sworn he said his name was like something Roberts or something like that. Like he was like he kind of looked like his son to me. That guy's son, the way his hair was too.
Man, what was the other guy?
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Remember the Larry David? Like Larry David, like the way he is. It's now that you say Larry David, his character and his character, the Borat character I was telling you about, and that other guy that was the witness on I Like to Fuck with Cats. That other guy. Remember the I Fuck with Cats thing?
Yeah.
And there was two witnesses, some fat chick with red hair, and I'm a Jewish guy, and I got glasses, and I talk like this. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
The Larry David, that guy, and the Borat character are like the one thing, like personality type. Like, how did that happen, you know? You ever seen that Borat character? What about the Heal the Divide? He like the This Is America. And he's like a Jewish guy, and he pissed off all these people out building a mosque or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here to heal the divide. Like him and Larry David. Larry David, that guy, and that guy on the Don't Fuck with Cats are the same guy. Like
this guy right here, Richard Lewis.
Oh, with the long hair. Okay.
Yeah, didn't he look like him?
Richard Lewis. Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah, he had long hair. Like he was I'm from the '80s. That is him. That is Richard Lewis. Right? Yeah, that's him. I didn't know who you're talking about. I was imagining a guy with straight hair. Like he had a certain type of long hair. Like he had the Richard Lewis. Only Richard Lewis had that type of hair.
Yeah.
And he had that hair in high school. When he was in high school in the 70s.
That's funny.
In his era. He was trendy. Whatever happened to all those guys? Like Pauly Shore, Dennis Leary, and like there's a
Pauly Shore. Suppose he's gonna have a new movie out.
What?
Yeah.
You ever seen this? Has anyone ever seen that movie Encino Man with Pauly Shore? That was the peak of his career with Brendan Fraser.
How old were you when that was?
I was already in high school, and I went to go watch it.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser. He was.
No one knew. No one knew who he was. He had the Mummy movies, and that was it. Then he died out. Right.
He was overrated. But yeah, I think we could definitely go up there. Fucking talk about dick and pussy and
when I smell a black woman's vagina, it's just different from a white woman's vagina. But then when I smell an Asian's vagina and put my tongue in it, I'm not going, what the... Like when I'm tossing a chick salad the other day. I just met this chick at the bar, and then we just went to the taxi cab and, hey, bitch, let me toss your salad to you. Oh, yeah, okay. And then I just tossed your salad. doing here? You know, I mean, you know, that's all that shit is to me. like Eddie Bravo, you know that it's not that hard to do that shit.
It was like, so I was fucking her, right? And then I was like, ooh. I like how the penetration goes in there. It was like, golly, that's not how, it's so simple. And then my nuts was smacking up the JJ.
You know what I think? He just did that because, like, he just, like, the crowd, oh, this is a bunch of dumb dudes. They don't know. I'm just going to be simple-minded like that. Like, he was insulting. I think that was his way to insult the crowd's intelligence. Like, he thought the people there wouldn't understand the conspiracy. Like, we would have understood it, but I guess whoever he was looking at felt, oh, they don't understand. He wanted to shock the chicks that were there that were with dudes. Like, he just did all that just to shock value.
Yeah.
And I will be an old man and I will remember that performance. Like how you just like, man, this guy was just talking about like dick and fucking and
it's that easy. I could do it. But supposedly, like, yeah.
Like he didn't get into anything deep or like relate like cultural type shit. All his humor was sex humor. And that was the gimmick. I think he probably, I'm just going to, like, we thought he was going to get into this conspiracy theory shit. He just did the most simplest like performance. But it's memorable because it's like, I can imagine seeing that on a VHS or a movie, you know. Like, he's like, beep, 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 beep. You know, beep, beep now.
Oh, man. Nah, if I can't post this one on Facebook. I gotta just do YouTube and don't tell nobody.
What?
About this podcast because we're like too explicit.
Oh, yeah. Don't post it on Facebook.
No, but I'm gonna have a section to where anybody that wants to get on, that's on Facebook, you know, want to tell their
story. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
You know, I'm gonna make a clean cut version. But I'm not gonna do this one. This one's gonna be just. If you know about it, you know how to get to it. You know.
Yeah.
But
no one in my work will let me know. I like because at my work I live a double life. You know, no one knows what I do. I don't like that. You know, you work with a bunch of chicks that ask you dumb questions. Like, man, let's worry about your life. Tell me about your life. You know. But
they want to be in your life. That's what it is.
Yeah, like why am I so sped? All these wetback women there. Oops. They're like my little sisters.
Wetback's not a bad name. A bad word.
All those workers I work with, I want to take care of. They miss me up there because I used to give them their hangers, and now they have to go get themselves.
It's like any other word. It's only how you perceive it or take it.
I look at wetback as a compliment because to me, wetback means hard worker, and
it means you've been It means you're not from here and you're fucking.
And your work ethic is very better than most people.
Yeah, and you did something to get here. You know, say like that. There's a reason for that. You know.
Yeah.
Like that took initiative. That took fucking balls. That took like
to bring their family here.
Yeah, that took a lot of shit.
Or if they just came by themselves, or with their brother, or their sisters, or their family, like wife and kids. You know, they took a lot of courage to do that, and they're here doing the jobs people don't want to fucking apply to. And people should just quit worrying about them. But if they want to stop the other ones that are coming in, you know, and bet them, okay, bet them, you know. But the ones that have already been here, I say leave them alone. And I don't like it when I hear, I think Trump's a little extreme on that, where they've invaded some workplaces, and I'm terrified of them doing that in my job, or in my current day job right now. Because we would be fucked. We would be fucked at that job if they invaded. Si la migra went to my job, we would be fucked. I'd have no job. So don't do it, Donald Trump. Do your economy and military, I don't care, thing. So leave people from Mexico alone. That's my piece.
That's your saying for 2020?
Yeah, and he'll win the election. He's gonna give up the immigration thing and just stick to the. And then the people that go.
How much people you think he'll win people if he said?
Oh my God, that's so. He's still so fucking racist. You know, there's too many people like that. There's nothing he could do to please those people.
So do you think?
If I live in California.
Do you think he's gonna get impeached? No. Right? It's not. It's no way impossible it's gonna happen.
No. I predict he will get reelected. As much as I believe, but
is he gonna get the majority? Is Bernie gonna? Is it gonna be Bernie and Trump?
I think Bernie needs to just right now, today. In my opinion, if Bernie, if you're watching this, you need to just hijack the Democratic Party, and you're the guy. And if they can unite under Bernie right now, they can beat him. But they gotta do it now. They can't have all this like bickering and bitching debates and shit. By the time of the election, oh, we got 10 people against you. You're like, it's too late. You know, they're not united by that time. The way at the pace they're going.
Okay, you know how we have the ability to make things happen with our minds. Some ways, like if it was all the way, we'd be cowboy champions all the time. But
it's a dream.
It's not like that. Yeah. But sometimes we can conjure things up. I think, like
you can will things to happen.
Yeah. Like what did we will last?
Or that's the thing. Like with me, it's a yin and yang thing. There are things that like I have good luck, like I want to bet, or this good luck thing happened to me and shit. And then there's other times where, I'm cheering for a team, and man, they're just destroying them, right? Like they're cheering for the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Yeah. I cheer for the Cowboys and they're destroying everybody. This is my dream. Like I'm cheering for a team and they're doing what I want to see them to do. And then me and you cheer for the Rangers. We just started cheering for them that day, and it was the opposite.
Yeah.
So how did that happen? I'll never forget that.
That was the weirdest. We have abilities.
We willed that. You did it, and my power combined.
Well, we did. We somehow we got everybody on our side, and we got Garrett fired. And everybody started to mention the clapping.
Or us talking about it, like me talking about it with you and other people and Juan and you. We all came together.
Came up.
Yeah. We were a part of that, and I feel thankful to God that we saw a commercial, and that was the downfall right there. That thing, and they fired him. That was the beginning of the end for him. And that makes me feel good that his legacy will be there. I know that sounds bad, but I don't care.
They should have a statue of him going like
For 10 years. We had him for 10 years, and it was a waste. A part of our lives, a generation was wasted by him. Or Jerry Jones. That people can say it was Jerry Jones' fault. I think
we needed to be humble because we would have been, if we would have did what New England did, like Dallas would have like just ruled the world.
Hey, I'm gonna throw out this term, and it's a trendy talk sports radio term. It's called a hot sports opinion, and this is my hot sports opinion. Jerry Jones has to die. And just die, and then Stephen Jones takes over the team, and we're going to win in Vegas. The son has to take over.
For some reason, I was thinking of Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, no, Stephen Jones. Oh, right. Oh, okay, well, now we're on Stephen A. Smith now.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I bet you that fool's a closet Cowboy fan. He obsesses too much about the Cowboys, To me, I bet you when the Cowboys were winning the Super Bowl, he was cheering for them. And then now that they're big, and he's like, oh, now everybody likes the Cowboys, and now I gotta be against them. Like he's like people like, well, everybody likes what I like now, because he's too into the Cowboys. He overanalyzes all the, and it makes me feel like he's really a fan. Like he overdoes it, or he was a fan when the Cowboys were winning Super Bowls with Troy Aikman and all that. And he's the worst Cowboys troll, but I like him because I agree with him. At least I agree with him with the Garrett.
Did you see?
But he's too good to be true. I wish Stephen A. Smith was on our podcast. I would want to debate him, and I know he beat me. But.
Did you see Dez practicing at the Star?
He's gonna rejoin the team.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
You heard about it?
Yeah, he's gonna rejoin the team.
How did you hear about it?
I seen the Facebook thing. He wants. Not. Oh, I don't know about that
official.
Stuff. No, I don't know if it's about the practicing on the Star.
He was. I'm following him, so he was doing it.
But I know that he is going to rejoin the team. That's going to happen.
It's for sure.
No, it's not for sure yet, but he's having talks with because we can use him. He'll come for cheap.
Oh, he said he'll be end zone. He'll go in for red zone only.
Then he'll just be a coach.
And he'll be a red zone threat.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he wants to be. He wants to just play a few plays and be like, nigga.
And then do like,
shit. Yeah, but he wants to be on the sideline talking shit. Like, I'm talking nigga. And, you know, that's true. And it's like, at the end of the day, we got the W, nigga. You know, and he wants to do all that. He wants to do all that shit on the side. He don't really want to play that much. He doesn't want to be on the sideline hyping up the younger players. He wants to be like a coach. Like, he's hyping it. I think that's what he wants to be a player coach. And I think that would be a good idea. Put Dez as a player coach, and he's just in for certain plays. Like, he's just in the game, getting all the players hyped up. And we know we're going to win the Super Bowl if they do it.
Yeah. It's getting interesting.
Dez needs to be back on our team. And he's just going to be the icing on the cake. And
put him start off 2020s with a championship and then start going winning. We could win next 5 years.
So do you want to stick with Prescott? You're on the side of sticking with Prescott. Or do you think we could trade him out? Like, would you be opposed to trading him out for Tom Brady?
Fuck that.
Fuck that, right?
Nah, we're keeping it. We're keeping it Dak and Zeke.
Oh, yeah. Zeke's
and Coop. And we might get rid of Pollard. Or, you know what I mean? He did pretty good, but he's gonna people are gonna offer him money, so we're probably not gonna want to match it.
Gallup is the guy we need to keep.
Gallup, that's what I was thinking.
Gallup, we might not keep him right.
Because he did good, so teams are gonna want him.
Yeah. Cooper's gotta stay with us. Hey, I love the way Cooper does his interviews. There needs to be a thing where we can just do a montage of his interviews. And I like how he just mumbles his responses. Like, it's just so cool. And, like, it's real. Like, how come he don't do the main interview? Why they gotta put Dak? I don't know. When they're losing and they interview him, that he's honest. And, I don't even know. Yeah, and it's like he's mad. Like, he wants to win, It's like, and he's like doing a mumble rap. And he wants to win. And like they say, he plays when he wants to, but when he wants to, he's the best. But you gotta win. You gotta I think you want to talk shit about the coach, but he was like, real. We need more players like that. And Zeke's real. Zeke should be in a movie.
Yeah.
Like Ewok.
I can see that. He's a walking Wookiee.
Like a walking Wookiee, right?
Is it a Wookiee or
Ewok, like a big Ewok.
Yeah, Ewok.
Yeah. And someone showed me that he looked like an Ewok, and they're like, oh, wow, he does.
Just those lips. Got those big old dark.
something with his facial structure and his eyes. Like, it makes him look like an Ewok. It's weird. We need to interview him on that. What he thinks about it.
I think. Yeah, he might be down for that.
Or, hey, or we need to talk to him about when he did that commercial. Remember, he's eating the cereal, and he's
Oh yeah, and wasn't Dez there?
Yeah, I thought they were it was not funny. And then that's the part where we posted let's see. Or we can do, let's see that catch by Des Bryant. Was it a catch or no? And then we put it on the screen. I think it was a catch. Anyway, Des will always be remembered for that great play. So you don't
know what I'm talking about?
Dak.
No.
Before that,
we started off. We were getting pretty deep.
the Bravo, and then we went.
Yeah.
There's nothing deep about Bravo. It's simple.
No, but we're like he was. But they were talking about some shit. I wanted to bring up. You ever heard of Q? You know who Q is?
Yeah, it's no.
He's like the head honcho
Of what?
everything. Q.
His name is Q?
Like Mr. Q or something.
Oh,
you ever heard of that?
Yeah. No, it's a guy, like a spirit guy named Q. It's Jean-Luc Picard. And Star Trek. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, I don't know about this. I thought, I've seen that Star Trek Next Generation. His name is Q. And he's like an all-knowing Q. I hate you, Q. And he's like this smart white guy. He's like a living god. He's like a spiritual being. He's dead. Look, this is the question I wanted to. This is the question I was thinking in my mind. And I think I kind of raised my hand for a second, but then it went off tangent with Bravo. I wanted to ask a deep question on what's the future of our country? Like, is it still going to remain a democracy, or is it going to be a dictatorship? And maybe that dictatorship might be good, because look at the Greeks and Romans. Their democracy failed, and once they became ruled under a king, they expanded and became powerful, and everybody lived better.
That would be a good one.
Everybody would have lived better. So maybe we should be I want to get them to admit. I wanted to get a date.
They would have been like, we are under democracy under control. That's what they would have been.
Yeah, we are. He is that guy, Napoleon, like a guy he's a king, and he's ruling with an iron fist, and we economically prosper. And I wanted to ask that, but then I got full.
But it seems like they didn't want to take it too, or at least Eddie Bravo did. He didn't want to take it serious.
Yeah, and I thought he was going to be a deep.
Yeah, that was kind of lame.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to get more deeper.
Yeah, he didn't want to go in that direction. Definitely. Definitely not. And the other guy just went along with Eddie Bravo. Eddie Bravo was the king. He rolled that shit. And he was porn jokes. And he did all that shit. I'm glad I'll never see that. I saw that live. Crazy. It was all
oh yeah, Bill Burr.
Who does that?
You should have went with us when we saw Bill Burr.
I want Vince to come here. You never guess what we saw.
He couldn't go. So.
Damn, it was bad. piece of art. The other guy, Tripoli, was good, but.
Nah, I think we can do that.
We can. He inspired me. You know, when I see a chick and I want to fuck her, but I don't get my heart on, I want to go jack off somewhere first. And when I'm jacking off, this squirrel came out of nowhere. And then he just bit me on my balls, you know? And then that bitch like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, bitch, shut up. The squirrel bit me on my balls. And then I went and banged that bitch. Yeah, this is a bunch of stupid nonsense. And then we then we just fuck, and that's it. And I just slapped that bitch in the face and told her, bitch, suck my dick. That's all his humor is. Or me trying to do my own version of what he was doing. Yeah, I pulled that bitch's hair and said, you like it, daddy? You like it, daddy? Oh, yeah, I like it, daddy.
Nah, if you went on stage and you're like, I saw Eddie Bravo last week, and this is what he did.
Yeah.
And you did all that, they would you would get a next show. You would get, all you have to do is make fun of that fool, and he would love it.
I want to so bad. Maybe someday I gotta concentrate on it.
You would be famous. You would become famous by making fun of him.
Well, he made it that way. You know, like he couldn't stick to another subject. That was my subject. But I understand why he did it. That was the game. I ain't gonna talk about no deep shit. I'm just gonna stick to simple-minded porno jokes.
Yeah.
He made it so extreme, like it was a work of art.
Like, he grew up watching a lot of black comedy, so that's what he said.
Yeah. See,
and so was Sam. He likes black chicks too, so he like.
Yeah, they get a lot of like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor type shit,
yeah.
And a lot of their jokes about sex, and yeah, that's what I was trying. That's a good point, definitely. Yeah, all them black comedians from the 80s and 90s, that's what they draw from. Man, it was good.
Yeah, I think we need to go see Joey Diaz.
Oh, yeah. Joey Diaz. That guy.
Oh, no, he's going to be in Austin in May, I think.
My dream is to just have. Next time I want to try to meet him. I can't believe I walked past those guys. I was trying to find you, and I thought, oh, we're gonna meet them and shit. Then I went to the bathroom, and I said, and then I wait, and then I looked. Oh shit, he probably already left. And then I didn't know you already met. I thought I was following you. Maybe I was at. And so I was all like, what the fuck? But I passed him up. Man, if I had seen him, I probably would have thought about it.
He was right there on your right. They were already out there waiting for people. And I just was waiting. And it was cool. He was like, I was like, hey man, big fan. He was all thanks. And I was like, here's a picture. He was like, yeah. So we got a picture. It was pretty cool.
And the other one?
Yeah. I could probably show you right now, actually. I got a picture with him and
the Tripoli guy.
Tripoli. Oh fuck, my fucking.
Podcast legends. The podcast legends right there. He didn't know it yet.
Hey! That's crazy.
Yeah. That one looked crazy. The other one with Eddie Bravo looked normal.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
this podcast phenomena that we're going to cash in on in the future, it's got to be done within the next 5 years. Because I'm telling you, I have a vision that it's going to get big to where little kids are going to be doing it and everybody's grandma. And that's it. It's done. There's too much competition.
I was playing at something.
There's no competition right now, I think it's if we do a good podcast.
It's all comedians.
Yeah.
You got, the big comedians, they got their little circle.
Yeah.
But other than that.
Who else? Yeah, it's fresh. Like, it's good for non-comedians to do it. Or people that are not professional.
Yeah.
So why do they have to always do that shit? Why can't we do it?
Yeah.
And we're not commissioned comedians. We're just doing it. And we think they can't, just because they're comedians, and I can get up and talk in front of a lot of people, and I have character, personality. I don't give a fuck. We're doing it right now, and we're stealing that shit from y'all, bitches. We don't care
we
about...
definitely capitalize on some shit.
Yeah, we're gonna steal this market from these comedians. Yeah, you brought up a good point. I didn't really think about that they have a little monopoly on this podcast.
Yeah.
Comedian people or comedian associated people. And you're right. That makes me more motivated to see, and that's right for the taking, because regular people ain't doing it. But one of these days, regular people are gonna be doing this shit.
Yeah, there's like that one guy.
5 years down the line.
Paul something, and then now he's fighting other viral people. Some other guy, I don't even know that. He was like some English dude. Maybe they fought and they had some followings, but they're making they put together their own fight, and they made as much as fucking Mayweather.
Oh yeah, there's this Logan Paul guy that
Paul, yeah.
Yeah, and
he fought some other people.
Yeah, that guy's confident in his boxing. He's challenging like legit guys that I would think would whoop his ass or would whoop my ass. So power, and even if he loses, hey, at least he
was trying to call out
Antonio
Brown.
Yeah, I know who that guy is. Even Kane follows that guy. Logan Paul. And he had like a rap video. Check it out, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Or some shit. Like,
he needs to fight Pew Pew. What was that guy's name?
This Logan Paul is a great white old boxer. And I'm sorry, but you're not going to whoop a guy like Mayweather, even if he's 80. Logan Paul. Get over it. He's probably with me.
No, he ain't fighting no Mayweather.
He fought some other guy.
But Connor's supposed to be fighting Pacquiao. Do you remember that?
That would be something to see. But.
And Mayweather.
Again?
It's like for sure Mayweather too.
Mayweather and Connor too.
Yep.
Wow. Well, Connor
this year.
Connor has to knock him out within the 5th round.
Hopefully Connor's not
so it's for
giving
real.
into the thing.
Yeah. For real. Now it's for real. Now it's
But I scratched the shit out of myself today.
Oh shit.
That's like the Rock's scar. You remember when watching wrestling, the Rock had like a scar like that.
The thing is about your when you get cut, your body heals it. It's just gonna be like a little scab. You can just. The body heals itself, I think. And
But we need to do
that's why I don't need to go to the doctor.
We need to do a podcast like in some country like that.
And who's this guy?
It'd be like on ayahuasca or something.
We need to do. Oh yeah, we need to do a place at a Chinese temple. Or there, that'd be cool. Why did those people make that? Why? And who were they? And what were they doing? Like, what were they thinking on everything? These are the questions we have, that you, the people, have, that we have. And we need you to clarify this. Call us at 1879 3894. So, I don't even think.
Put your number out there and see how many people call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, if you have any questions, call. Yeah, that's my number right there. 817. But I'm pretending it's 1-800-817-879. So it's just they won't give you a call.
Did you see that picture? Yeah. It looked like the.
Put the audio on this so we can comment.
But we can't have the audio.
Oh, right. Okay. What are the ancient alien civilizations? Name your top 5.
Civilizations, you talking about like.
What is the most ancient alien?
Who's the most ancient?
Alien or most associated, do you think? Or they're all equally? Is it the Aztecs and the Mayans? Or the Incas or whatever? Or is it the Egyptians? Or the.
No, you know who the oldest is?
Mesopotamians, the Chinese, the Indians, or the Indians from India, right?
The oldest.
The which one?
The oldest
The African.
is the Sumerians.
Okay, that's the Middle Eastern one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that. Because that's the one with the Anunnaki and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about that.
That's the start.
There's something about 10,000 years ago or 8,000, whenever it happened, that all these civilizations sprang up like suddenly. You know, they were like basically cave people before that, and then now they're building walled cities, and you know they're building stronger weapons and shit. Like, how did that happen so suddenly? Was it God or a lot of gods? We'll never know.
Okay, so it's Sumerians.
Okay, Sumerians, Egyptians.
The Sumerians, like, they started from the Egyptians, right? Or no, the Egyptians got their shit from the Sumerians.
Alright, well, you know what? We don't really know. Because I think, alright, let me think. Alright, Egyptians, the Middle Eastern Sumerians, the Chinese, and the Indians. It's 4 people. So that they sprung up at the same time and they kind of influenced each other. So no one knows who was first yet. But it's between those 4 and the Indians in Mexico that they somehow sprang up civilization even at that time. But all the world was united at one time. You know, like if you fit the map together, like it's
Mesopotamia.
Yeah, that's one of the first.
Was the first to emerge in human history.
That was where the aliens started. It's even in the Bible. But it's written like in the
This civilization dates back 10,000 BC when people around the area found the concept of agriculture and began domesticating animals. Mesopotamia gave birth to written literature, several other inventions such as art and culture and trade. The timeline is estimated to be around 3300 BC to 750 BC with the Babylonians.
That's in the Bible. The Bible talks about them. But they talk about them more like in code.
Sumerians and the Assyrians. You ever heard of them? Playing a key role in the civilizations.
Yeah, there's like they had those statues with it was a head with a beard. It had wings on it.
I got some of that.
And a statue and a beard. And those are the Mesopotamians. Or the Assyrians or Babylonians.
I think I got part of that.
The Babylonians, Middle Eastern, it's Middle Eastern, Babylonians, and yeah, you kind of do. You look like you could be like a Persian, you got Persian in you, or in the Bible, the Babylonians, Persians, and Assyrians and Mesopotamians, it's kind of the same people. It's just their names. But it was the same culture. It just changed over the years.
Yeah. It's in Egypt, ancient Egypt, then the Romans, Norte Chico. You heard that?
Which one?
Norte Chico.
Norte Chico? That sounds like, nah, that sounds like a...
Civilization was a complex society in the pre-Columbian era that was made up of over 30 main population regions in the modern Norte Chico in Peru.
Oh.
The civilization was at its peak between 4th and the 2nd millennium BC.
Wow.
What does that mean? The first city was formed around 3500 BC in the Fortaleza region.
No way.
However, around the 3100 BC onward, communal construction and widespread human settlement became very apparent, lasting to around 1800 BC.
Wow, that's a long time ago. And for that area, because see, the Mexican Aztec and Mayan ones, they're not really that old. I mean, the castles in Europe were about as old as the Mayan ruins.
The Mayans are the next. They're number 6. Mayan culture came alongside the Shang dynasty. What? The Mayans lived from around 1200 BC to 250 BC. In the area around Central America and Mexico, in the present day Guatemala, Salvador, Mexico, Belize, and Honduras. The ancient Mayan civilization flourished around 2600 BC. Once established, the civilization went on to become one of the most complex civilizations that were characterized by the population boom of about 19 million people. At its peak, the Mayans diverged their method of writing by 700 BC and used the writing to create a solar calendar on stones. They were gifted astronomers who calculated dates by studying the movement of the heavens. Damn.
Yeah, how did they do that?
They were on some fucking ayahuasca shit.
But like they took the time to look in the sky and to notice today the stars over here. Now the light, they had to like go by like some sort of light that was shining through a thing. Like, today is this day, or like what made them take the time to build something like that, like their little astronomy things. Yeah, because I remember when I was a teenager, we went to Mexico and we went to see this a pyramid type thing. That was an astronomy thing that they built. And then, like, where's the telescope? But basically, they a light shone in the thing, in the dome. And they would show everything. And, wherever the light shone, that's how they told the days, and the eclipses and all that shit. Like, but who thought it, Or it's like, the Greeks and Romans, who thought about building their temples like that? Like, all right, put it like plaster and all that shit. I wouldn't even, if I lived in those days, I wouldn't know how to build anything. You put me, I'd be like, oh my God, I don't know how to build this shit. Like, how are those people to build it? Because I know if I were in those days, and whether the Aztecs or the Mayas or Greeks and Romans or the Egyptians, I'd have no clue. Like where to begin on how to build something like that. I'd be like I am today. Like, how did you do that? But this is the pyramid question. We know it wasn't moved by sleds. Like they thought before. So either it was moved by either some sort of like they channeled water to float the shit up. Or some sort of sound, and then to levitate it.
Yeah, definitely. They knew how to do like sound waves and shit.
Yeah, to levitate the blocks. I mean, that's the only way they could have done it. Or they could channel water, like on the Nile to transport them and to maybe lift them up to where they could go a thing. But even that would be hard. It has to be some sort of thing where either supernatural or some sort of, Because there's no way that theory where, oh, they're just dragging it like that up a hill. That's impossible.
No.
How do people believe that?
I heard something called like poly something, where the idea is basically it's a giant sandcastle, and all they're doing is they created a mold, they created a box, they poured sand into it, they put like salt into it or something, and they added water and they stirred it up and then it hardened up.
Just like that.
Yeah.
But how did they? Like in there's these little things, these little
holes,
portal holes in it. Like what was that?
They drilled holes.
Yeah, they drilled like these little holes leading to where the tomb was.
But yeah, they definitely have some fucking precision, no matter what.
Yeah, no one can do it.
No matter if they move those fucking rocks, like, or if they build a sandcastle.
Yeah.
That shit was the best sandcastle ever. Like, nobody's ever recreated anything like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. You know, let's recreate it. Let's make one.
We can't do it.
Let's do it somewhere else, and let's just fucking make one. Nobody's done it.
We can't even recreate what the Greeks and Romans did. That's even hard. Like the way they built their temples. So there's no way we can rebuild anything the older ones did. The Chinese, you know, all their shit's made out of wood. I guess they built stone structures. They built that wall. But you notice, like the Chinese, all their or the Japanese, their structures are all these pagoda things, but they're made out of wood. But what they keep doing, they're thousands of years. They're like over 1,000 years old, but they just keep replacing the wood to keep it preserved. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they're not stone. They don't have many I guess they had those stone castles for a little bit when they were at war. But like
they had some that were like all wood, right?
Yeah, but like in Europe, you know, like the Greek and Roman like temples, they're all kind of in ruin. But they didn't look that way. But their castles, they still got over there, man. Those cathedrals, they're like 1,000 years old. They still got them built. Like it looks the same as it did back then. Like, how did they build that shit? You know, and those things are fucking real old in Europe. Like those Catholic churches. Like the Catholic churches in Mexico, they're only like 400 or 500 years old. But the ones in Europe, they're way older than that. They look real badass. Like they put little like gargoyles and demons on the churches. Like, you know, like who was the guy that made that shit? Like chiseled that shit. Well, I don't, you know, they went like chiseled those little like figures in the sides of the churches. And they're like demons and gargoyles or little figures and shit. And they just no one will know who that guy was. You know, he died. But he's immortalized anyway.
I've seen.
He's immortalized anyway, but no one knows.
I've seen kind of a way they did it. Like they did it in layers, and then they put like a layer of concrete, and then they carve it out, and then they put another layer, and they carve it out. And then they do it like with like slabs, but I don't know if they did it like that back then. But
I just have this imagination, like the way I'm at. They have a spike and a hammer. There's something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, definitely the marble was like that.
Yeah, like certain ones there were, you know, like
you can't fake the marble. Like that shit, the precision of the Egyptian pyramids, where they have the face, and it's like precise, and it's all marble.
Well, the pyramids we see now, like, you know, it's just a skeleton of it. It was covered in like gold, and it was ornamented. You know, it had like a nice metal, or like the cover of it and the top of it. Like it looked different than what it is today, and it still looks badass. But and when it was in its prime. It was all like real, like it was colorful, you know.
We should have had a fucking podcast before we went over there. We would have talked to Eddie Bravo. We would have been like, man, you need to see this podcast we just had. We missed out, man. We should have talked.
Yeah, I thought you were leaving, and I thought, well, we're gonna talk to him, and then by the time you'd already, It was my fault because I dissed him. Like I didn't. I'm already popular than y'all.
You ghosted him.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. Maybe I didn't know. I was just jealous because Eddie Bravo, he can get away with that humor. You know, it's all simple, and I'm like, man, like, how do you get away with that? But it was.
It's because he's Joe Rogan's buddy.
It was so off the wall.
But nah, it was. You could tell. Yeah, he's had some inspirations, like some black inspirations.
I think he just didn't want to talk his conspiracy theories because he felt no one would get it. So I'm gonna go and do some simple shit, and he did.
I'm a freak, and I like to penetrate, and I love to look at the penetration, and I'm all soft, and I gotta think.
I got put on another condom.
I gotta think of a guy's name, and I'll think.
Yes. Then he nailed it. I got to think of this football player that I used to like back in the day. D-I-Z-Z, and man, my dick just went. It was ready to nut. You know.
You think he'll get mad and we're telling his shit?
Oh my god.
We're telling his jokes.
Yeah. How did he come up with that? And I believe it's real. Like those were receivers back in the day. Something Webster, something, and Parnell.
Slaughter.
Oh yeah, and he spelled the name, and it was
Something Slaughter.
And he wouldn't nut. He wouldn't nut that quick.
He would go limp, and he could enjoy the pussy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I mean, it's good. It is what it is.
But it's like we wanted to get in a discussion with him. Like, we wanted him to get into some deep shit. He didn't do it. I guess he wasn't feeling up to it. I'm just gonna do this shock value shit.
Yeah, I wonder what Joe thinks about it.
You know, I fucked this slut the other day, and I just looked at her face, and she had a big old pimple. But you know what? She had a fine badogadong. So I just went. So I was just hitting that shit, and I went woo woo. You know. There's so many angles you could do on that Eddie Bravo comedy style that we saw. It's so good. I was shocked but inspired all at once. So I guess what we're saying, comedy really isn't that hard as we think it is. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. Like the thought. Like I always wanted to watch comedians. I never wanted to be a comedian. Like I always thought I want the comedian to entertain me. I don't want to entertain people. But I kind of feel I can do it. At the same time, there's a side of me that feels I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm torn between it.
You definitely can. That's no. It's if you're you're capable or you can do it, but are you willing? Are you willing?
Yeah, but it has to be how I want to do it because of my style. Like I said, my style is imitating people.
Yeah, you go up there, you imitate everything you do.
And I think I can do it.
Easy.
That would be easy for me. But at the same time, one day I would want to master like the being myself type of humor, the way Vincent does it. Like to me, that's harder. But I would want to try to do that someday. But I think if I was to make an impact quickly, it would have to be a skit comedy where I'm making fun of the way people talk or their accent. I think I could do good. I just gotta put my mind to it. I can do a real good, memorable one. How about a guy? Who's that? Carrot Top. What happened to that guy? He became a bodybuilder, right?
Yeah. He still does shit. He still does stand up. I think he does Vegas, actually.
Once you do Vegas, it's like you live there. Because you got a job there. Hey, I do Vegas. I do a show every day.
Yeah.
And that's their life. Wow, that's pretty cool.
He's such a big name. Man, they're still finding fucking shit.
You see by the eyes, that's an alien.
Where's that thing at?
The thing is,
It's like, how is it still?
I think it could both be aliens and dreams. You know, like they just dreamed something, and that was the image they saw. You know, but I mean,
that's like the back of a van or something. You know what I'm talking about?
like how they come up with this shit. Look, it's just random. Like it's like you can't dream it up. I guess you can.
Was
It
that,
was like a landing strip.
was that Picasso? It was like their version of Picasso. But yeah, it was a good one.
I wish we could get. You know what's another question I want? Like, what do they think? This is the other question that counts. Like, what's your belief between like evolution and the ancient aliens theory and creationism and all the sciences, pseudosciences, and what's your take on it? Like, I wanted to word up something like that too.
Yeah. No, there was too many people chiming in. What about condoms?
Well, there's a bitch likes to feel the tip of it or some shit. He was getting an argument with that guy. That was funny.
You could tell it was like it wasn't very high end comedy.
Yeah. It was like a unique comedy, but it wasn't like something like that would, it would be like they would have to bleep out a lot of shit.
They didn't have real jokes. They're just like, yeah.
Like, they would just make fun of Mexicans here and there. I still think that rap guy was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was
At least he had like
he had a good
gimmick.
Yeah, he had a good gimmick. I never seen nothing like that. At first I was like, what the fuck? Like, this guy's just talking shit, and then he started rapping. Like, ooh, like, hell yeah. This is all freestyle. And he was playing along to like these generic 80s tunes and doing a rap. That's pretty good. Oh, I talked to him, but I should have took a selfie with that guy. I was like, hey man, I like your show, man. That's good. Like,
nah, not in the restroom.
No, I didn't go to the. I didn't see him in the restroom. I was on my way to. I was on my way to the restroom.
Yeah, you saw him. You missed. They're all right here.
And I saw that. I met that guy. Like, and that was my. And I didn't meet the stars.
I should have just said your name, but I didn't want to fucking call you out. But you're like already walking in front of me.
Oh shit! I thought I was following you. I was tripping. That was meant to be.
Yeah. They're gonna be in Oklahoma tomorrow.
The what?
They're gonna be in Oklahoma tomorrow.
Just go follow
Alright. We're gonna get some weed over there. Hey, remember you guys. You gotta come on our podcast.
I still like that one that we went to go see Vincent and those other people. The other couple of them that bombed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you bomb, you just didn't do you didn't record yourself.
Alright, I think we're Did a pretty good one this time.
All right.
Holla at everybody. This has been a VV and Morris podcast.
We'll be seeing you next time.